Hello everyone, in my last video I discussed the concept of cursor and implicit cursor. If you didn't watch that video, you can watch that to understand those concepts. Now in this video I'll explain explicit cursor. So let's start. Unlike the implicit cursor, which is created by Oracle automatically, an explicit cursor is defined by the programmer and it is created on a select statement which returns multiple rows. Now there are four steps of using an explicit cursor. First, we need to declare the cursor with a SQL query in the declaration section. Then we have to open the cursor to allocate the memory for the result set of the SQL query in the execution section. Then we have to fetch the data from the cursor into some PLSQL variables or records. And finally, after fetching all the data that we require, we can close the cursor to release the memory. Now I'll write one PLSQL code to understand the explicit cursor, and for the cursor I will use this particular query where I am using products and categories table, and this is the join condition p.category id equal to c.category id, and I am fetching product name and price from the products table and category name from the categories table. Now first of all, in the declare section we need to declare one cursor. So I'll write declare, and how to declare a cursor? We have to write cursor, some cursor name we have to provide. So I'll provide cur underscore data. So this is the cursor name. Then we have to mention is, and then we have to mention the query. So this is how we can declare the cursor. Cursor name is, then our select query. And then in the executable section, like within begin end, we have to first open our cursor. So open the cursor, that cursor name is cur underscore data. So I'll open this cursor. Opening a cursor means PLSQL will allocate some memory location to store the result set of this query. And after opening the cursor, we need to fetch the data from the cursor into some variables or records. And here we are fetching three columns in my query: product name, price, and category name. So we can either declare three variables to store this, or we can declare one record that will store the data for these three columns. So I'll declare one records, and the record name is v underscore record. And now we have to use the row type here, but the row type will not be a table based row type because these three columns are from two tables, products and categories. So we cannot use products percent row type or categories percent row type. We can use if it is from one table only, then we can use that. So here we have to use cursor based row type. So I'll write cursor data percent row type, and this is called cursor based record. Now we can use this vrec while we fetch the cursor data, and for this I'll write fetch cursor data into vrec. Now in my query we have multiple rows that will be fetched by the cursor, but this particular vrec cannot store multiple rows, it can store only one row, and that is why we have to use loop here. So cursor will fetch the rows one by one from the result set, and it will store the records into the vrec that I'll print in within the loop. So I'll end the loop here, and within the loop I'll print our data. So I'll write dbms output dot put underscore line, and I'll print the data using vrec. So vrec dot, we can use product name, then I'll write one pipe. Now I'll copy this, and instead of product name I'll use price, and after that I'll use another pipe, and then instead of product name I'll use category name. So it will be my output, and now this loop will becomes an infinite loop if we don't add some condition to exit the loop. So for this, after the fetch I'll write exit when cursor percent not found. So this not found is a cursor attribute that will return true or false. Like when all the data are fetched by the cursor, then this not found will be true and it will exit from the loop. So in my previous video, I have explained all these attributes like not found, found, row count. Apart from these three cursor attributes, we can use one more attribute which is percent is open, and it is used only for explicit cursor to check whether a cursor is opened or not. So after opening the cursor, I'll use this cursor by writing if cursor data percent is open, then so it will also return either true or false on the basis of whether a cursor is open or not. If the cursor is open, then it will true, and I will print like cursor is open. Cursor is open, and I'll put the end if. Now after fetching all the data and printing those data, after the end loop, I'll close the cursor. So I'll write close cursor data. This close cursor will be used to release the memory location, and after that I will write the end. Now I'll run this statement. So I'm getting some error, and this error is related to we have to use concat operator here. So I'll use concat here. Now I'll run this code. So see, we are getting that cursor is open, which is coming from this cursor data percent is open part, and after that we are getting all the data like product name, product price, and the category name separated by this pipe operator, and we are getting all the four rows that is there in our query.